So third year BA, semester 6 PHP programming or introduction to PHP programming in PHP. So it is one of the paper, third year BA computer applications, semester 6. So today we start with the basics. Already we started some classes and PPTs, so today we revise them. So PHP is a server side scripting language useful for writing CGA scripts. So generally PHP అనేది మనకి server side programming. It is mainly used with along with one of the scripting language along with HTML program అనమాట. మనకి HTML తో పాటు మనకి PHP scripting language అనేది యూస్ చేస్తాం. It is a purely a server side language. So it is developed by Rasmus Leftoff. So PHP means personal home page tools, and it is also used with along with MySQL in various applications or in various operating systems like Apaches, Linux, Unix, Windows, other things. And PHP is a object oriented programming model. PHP is a object oriented programming language, scripting language. So generally PHP runs on both Unix and Windows platforms and almost on all web servers. So this is the simple example of, already we started with PHP statements, PHP programming statements, variables like that. So this is the simple example of using PHP script. So how to use PHP script in HTML. So HTML had title, here we write some, this is a simple HTML program. So how to embed or how to insert PHP script, PHP script in HTML. So to insert any PHP script, we may write use less than question mark PHP, less than question mark PHP code, PHP, and question mark greater than code. So alternatively, so this is the syntax of using PHP code. So here we may use a simple HTML program along with some PHP code. HTML head, title, and here we use less than question mark PHP, print within quote some message, again question mark greater than. So generally the PHP code is inserted in the body tag, within the body tag of a HTML program. So generally the PHP code is inserted in between the body tags of a HTML program, not outside the HTML body tag. Similarly simple PHP, so how to use simple programs or how to use simple PHP scripts. So this is another example. HTML head, title, my page slash title slash head body, and less than question mark PHP, print. There are some output statement called print. Print is an output statement generally used to print some text or message on the HTML page. So print within quotes some message and question mark greater than. So this is the simple example. And echo and print and echo both are some output statements to display something on the screen of a something on the page on a HTML page. So this is another example of another small content, of using HTML script. So here we may use less than question mark PHP and print statements. Here we simply include the HTML code or HTML programs in a PHP script, So here we use print within quotes some HTML script, print within quotes something else, some HTML tags like that. So next we already discussed all these things in the previous classes, like identifiers, PHP variables, $sign, how to use $sign, how to use PHP variables, and data types. So data types in PHP is a compulsory essay type question. So here we discuss it with some PPT. So what are identifiers? Identifiers means variables. Generally identifiers means variables. All variables in PHP, generally PHP is a case sensitive language. Case sensitive language like C language. PHP is a case sensitive language, means we may use only lowercase or small letters only. Generally the rules are same as Java, so same rules are used like in Java. And what are the different data types? What are the different types of data types, or what are the different data types used in PHP? Are Boolean data type, integer data type, double data type, string. Generally strings are used along with double quotes or by single quotes, and weakly typing, and can typecast just like Java. So generally PHP data types are integers, as you know that integer is as you know that int is a data type in C language. So the data types are almost same like in C and Java language. The data types are almost same in C and Java language. So what are the different data types in what are the different types of data types in PHP? Integer, double, boolean, integer, double, boolean, string, like that. So variables. So what is a variable and what is a constant? As we know that variable is nothing but it is used to store some value in a memory location referenced by a variable name. So a variable is an identifier preferred by a dollar sign. Generally in this PHP variables are used with a dollar sign. So $A, $B, $X, $Y, like that. So what are the examples? $X is equals to 1, $Y is equals to some 3.4, $Z is equals to $X plus $Y, like that. Print statement. So what are the output statement? Output statement in PHP is print. So what is the syntax? Print some $Z comma some message or something. So print is the standard output function used in the PHP script. So variables. So how to use variables in PHP? So examples are $X is equals to 1, $Y is equals to within quotes some X, and print within brackets $Y, and like that. So form variables, as we know that forms are used in HTML, like we discussed in the previous concept of technologies. We may use form variables also. Form variables means the variables which are used with HTML, the variables which are used with HTML forms. So how to use form? So if an HTML form invokes a PHP script, the PHP script access all of the form variables by name. So how to invoke a form? So form method is equals to post, and action is equals to some file name.php. Similarly, input type is equals to text, name is equals to foo, and value is equals to some input type is equals to submit, value is equals to submit slash form. So as we know that HTML forms are created with form tag, form slash form. So how to use forms in HTML? Form method is equals to post, action is equals to some file name or some file name.php. So generally to active a form, or generally to activate a form, or generally to call a HTML script, we use action tag, action method. So form method is equals to post, action is equals to then quote some file name.php. Here we use some input tag, as we know that input tag is generally used for various form controls, like input type is equals to text, some name is equals to, so input type is equal to text means to create some text box. Input type is equals to text, name is equals to foo, and value is equals to bar, and input type is equal to submit, input type is equals to submit, input type is equals to submit, value is equal to submit, input type is equals to submit, input type is equals to submit, and value is equal to within quotes some submit slash form. So what is the contents of what is the scr.php code? Scr.php code contains some print, some variables, like that. So sample PHP form. So this program explains how to use forms, in PHP forms in PHP code, how to use forms like that. So this is the output of the using some text box and some submit button. So what are the different types of operators? So what are the different types of operators generally used with PHP? So what are the different types of operators? What are the different types of operators used in PHP? So the operators used in PHP are almost same as in Java language, like plus for addition, minus for subtraction, star for multiplication, slash for division, percentage for remainder, plus and minus for increment and decrement operators, and plus equals to, minus equals to, star equals to, or assignment or increment decrement operators, less than, greater than, less than or equals to, greater than equals to, double equals to, not equals to, double ampersand, double vertical bar, XOR, and not. So some new operators. So there are two operators which are new to PHP language, which are not available in Java and C++. Like triple equals to means identical, same value and type, and not double equals to, not identical, same value and type. So these two are new operators which are available, which are newly available in this PHP language. So next is assignment operators. So what are assignment operators? Assignment operators are generally So what are assignment operators? PHP will convert types for you to make assignment work. Examples, for example, print 1 plus 1 or print 1 plus within quotes 2, like that. Means automatical conversion from one type to another type will be automatically done in PHP. Next, another important concept in PHP is arrays, which this will come on in unit 3. So what is arrays? Arrays in PHP are more like hash tables, that is associative arrays. The key does not have to be an integer. So basically we know that arrays are basically two types: one dimensional array and two dimensional arrays. One dimensional arrays and two dimensional arrays. So one dimensional arrays have only one subscript or one values, whereas two dimensional arrays have two subscripts in them. So generally square symbols are used to declare and define arrays also, like in C, C++, Java. So examples are dollar array 0, dollar array 1, like that. To print the array values, the syntax is print within quotes, within brackets, within quotes, like that. And if you want to assign some values, use dollar sign. Similarly, often we just want to add data to at the end of the array, so similarly we can use strings and a string constant for arrays also. So there are many types of functions. There are different types of functions are available for arrays. So what are they? Count. So see the text or reference for a list of arrays. So here there are some functions are used with these. So count of dollar array means returns the number of items, in an array, or it counts the length of the array. Similarly, sort of array name means it simply sorts the contents of the array. So syntax is sort within brackets dollar array name. Next, array unique dollar error returns without duplicates, and print r means prints the contents of the variable and useful for outputting an entire array as HTML. So in array means returns true if dollar value is in. So in array means to check whether the given value in a given array or not. So multi-dimensional. So as in C, C++, Java, PHP also contains two types of arrays, single dimensional arrays and multi-dimensional arrays. To make multi-dimensional arrays, just add more brackets. So generally multi-dimensional arrays have two subscripts, one for rows and one for columns. So the syntax of the multi-dimensional array is $arr 0 and 1. So first subscript is called as, it represents or it references to row, and second subscript references to column. So we may use one-dimensional arrays, two-dimensional arrays, or even three-dimensional arrays also. So arrays with string as key. So how to use arrays and strings in combined. So we all these statements and functions we may discuss in detail in the future classes. Another important concept in PHP is control statements. So as in C, C++, and Java, control statements are mainly used to control the flow of a control of a program or logic. So control statements. What are control statements? Control statements are generally control statements are generally used to control the control statements are almost same used in C, C++, Java, like etc. In addition to, there are the syntax is almost same. The syntax and the concept is also same in C and C++. So what are the different types of control statements? If statement, while statement. Control statement is also one of the essay type question. Control statement is also one of the compulsory essay type question. So what are the different types of control statements used in PHP? Are if statement, while statement, break and continue statement, do while statement, for loop statement. So these are the 5. For each also another type of statement. For each is another type of control statement used in PHP. It is not available in C and C++. So what are the different types of control statements? If, while, if statement, while statement, break and continue, do while statement, for loop statement. So we start with if. So what is the syntax of if? If within brackets expression 1, if within brackets expression 1, then stay executed if the expression is true, else if expression 2 means executed if expression 1 false, means if it is called as if statement or if statement block, if statement or block of if statements. So if the given expression is true, then statement block A are executed, else if second expression is true, then some statement block 2 are executed, else means loop. While loop, what is a loop? Loop means generally loop or looping statements are used to, generally loops or looping statements are generally used to repeat a set of statements or a group of statements, like in C, C++, Java. So in loops, in while loop, whatever may be, while loop, do loop, whatever it may be, the given expression, it is also called as a test expression or a test case. It is also called as a test case or a text expression is first evaluated or tested. If the given expression or if the given test case is true, if the given expression or given test case is true, then the statement, the loop will be executed, or then the set of statements will be executed. So this loop will be executed till as long as the given expression is true. So the generally the while loop or for loop or do while loops are executed, or the statements inside the while loop, for loop or do while loop are executed while till as long as the given expression or the given condition is true. Once if the given condition becomes false, once if the given expression becomes false, then the loop will be automatically come out of the the loop, the control will be automatically come out of the. So while loop will be executed, while loop will be executed, or while loop will be runs till the given expression, till the given false, then the loop will be automatically terminated. So do loop, another type of loop is called as do loop. Do while loop, another type of loop is called as do while loop. So what is the difference between while loop and do while loop? So in the do while loop, first the statements are executed, first the given statements are executed, then only the given expression is tested. So what is the difference between while loop and do while loop? What is the difference between while loop and do while loop? In the while loop, first the given expression is tested, and if the expression is true, if the given expression is true, then the set of statements or group of statements are executed. The while loop will be executed while the given expression becomes true, and once if the given expression is false, the loop will be automatically come out of the control will be automatically come out of the loop. So what is do while loop? Do while loop, in the do while loop, first the statements are executed. Once first the statements are executed, and later the expression is tested. Means, so what is the difference between while loop and do while loop? In the while loop, first the given test case or given condition is tested, and if the condition is true, the loop will be executed, otherwise it will come out of the loop. And whereas in the do while loop, if the condition will be tested, so this is the main difference between the while loop and do while loop. For loop, so what is the for loop? For loop means generally what is a for loop? For loops is generally it is also a loop, one type of loop. Here the set of statements or a group of statements are executed for a fixed number of times, generally in for loop చెప్పండి. చెప్పండి, అదే నెంబర్ ఉందండి, చెప్పండి.
మీరు ఇప్పటివరకు అన్నారు కదా సార్, ఇప్పుడు ఎట్లాగో 10th నుంచి డిసైడ్ అవుతారు అని, అది నిజమే కదా సార్?
ఏది రెగ్యులర్ క్లాసెస్ గురించండి? ఫిజికల్ క్లాస్ అయితే స్టార్ట్ అయిపోతాయండి, ఎందుకంటే 10th మీకు లాక్డౌన్ అయిపోతుంది కదా, 9th లాక్డౌన్ అయిపోతుంది. ఏంటి ఉండదు? ఫస్ట్ సెమిస్టర్ ఏంటి ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఉండవని చెప్పారా? ప్రమోట్ అంటే మీకు సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్కి ప్రమోట్ చేస్తారు, కానీ మీరు ఎగ్జామ్స్ అయితే కంపల్సరీ రాయాలి. అది ఇప్పుడే కాదు, 1 month తర్వాతనే కంపల్సరీ రాయాలి. లాస్ట్ టైం కూడా అలాగే అయింది కదా. రాయాలండి, రాయాలి. ఫస్ట్ అయితే ఫస్ట్ సెమ్ రాయాలి, ఆ తర్వాత సెకండ్ సెమ్.
అంటే మీరు ఇప్పుడు అన్నారు కదా మీరు ఫస్ట్ సెమిస్టర్ పెడతారు మళ్ళీ 3 days కి మళ్ళీ సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్ జూలై మంత్ లో ఉండొచ్చు అని.
అవునండి, అంటే పోస్ట్పోన్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి, మనకి డేట్లు అవి ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా తర్వాత వస్తాయి.
సిలబస్ ఉంటుందా సార్?
నిన్న ఏదేంటి ఇది సిలబస్ ఇవాళ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అయిన అదా సిలబస్ పెట్టు ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ ఇన్ సిఎన్సి ప్లస్ దానికి సిలబస్ కావాలా మీకు? పెడతాం మీకు ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ అందరూ పెడతాం చూడండి.
అంటే ఫిజికల్ క్లాసెస్ మాత్రం ఈ మంత్ మళ్ళీ సెమిస్టర్ అయితే పక్కా సార్?
పక్కా ఫస్ట్ టైం అయితే మీరు ఖచ్చితంగా రాయాలి.
అంటే మీరు అన్నది తెలిసి ఈ మంత్ 10 కి కాలేజ్ ఒకవేళ మేబీ స్టార్ట్ అవుతే నాకు 23rd నుంచి అయితే సెమిస్టర్ ఉంటాం అనుకుంటున్నాను సార్ నేను.
అది తెలియదు కానీ ఆ డేట్స్ తెలియదు కానీ ఉండడం అయితే ఉంటుంది.
మాత్రం పక్కా
ఉంటుంది ఉంటుంది
మనం చదువుకొని పాస్
అంతే అంతే
డెఫినెట్. ఓకే, ఇది రాయాలి మళ్ళీ సెకండ్ సెమిస్టర్
రాయాలి, ఎందుకంటే లాస్ట్ టైం అలాగే
అదే సార్ మేము అదే డౌట్ వచ్చి అడుగుతున్నాను చాలా మంది, అట్లానే మీకు కాల్ చేసిన నేను. నమ్మట్లేదు ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ ఫస్ట్ టైం పాస్
లేదు రాయాలి. ప్రమోట్ వేరు మార్క్ వేరు. ప్రమోట్ చేశారు అంతే, మీకు ప్రమోట్ చేశారు కానీ రాయాలి ఎగ్జామ్.
ప్రమోట్ చేసినా కానీ మనం
రాయాలి కదండి.
మార్క్స్ అనేవి గవర్నమెంట్
అంతే, మార్క్స్ కూడా మీ ఎగ్జామ్ బట్టి మార్క్స్ వస్తాయి.
ఏం జరగలేదు కదా సార్, క్లాసెస్ 1 month లో 5 days అయ్యింది కదా.
ఏది
అంటే మా ఫిజికల్ క్లాస్ అయిన ఫిబ్రవరిలో స్టార్ట్ అయిన 1 month అయ్యింది అనుకుంటా.
ఏది ఏ సెమ్ ఫస్ట్ సెమ్ ఫస్ట్ సెమ్ అందరూ కరెక్ట్గానే చేయండి. ఫస్ట్ సెమ్ ఏం ప్రాబ్లం ఉండదు. ఫస్ట్ సెమ్ అన్నీ అయ్యాయి, ఫిజికల్ క్లాసెస్ అయ్యాయి కదమ్మా ఫస్ట్ సెమ్.
అయినప్పుడు తెలుగు అయింది సార్, కంప్యూటర్ ఆఫ్.
ఫస్ట్ సెమ్ అన్నీ అయ్యాయి.
చాలా మంది ఫోన్ చేసిరంట అసలు.
నాకైతే ఏం తెలియదు, ఈ సిలబస్ అయిపోయిందమ్మా. ఎఫ్ఐటి రివిజన్ కూడా అయిపోయింది. రివిజన్ సెకండ్ టైం రివిజన్ అయింది. మీరు వస్తున్నారో మీరు అలా కాదు, మీరు వస్తున్నారో రారో తెలియదు, సెకండ్ టైం రివిజన్ అయింది. చూడండి నోట్స్లో ఇవి చూసుకోండి ఒకసారి మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్వి. మీరు వస్తారో రారో నాకు తెలియదు, ఎందుకంటే 200 ఉంది కదా. సెకండ్ టైం రివిజన్ అయింది, వాళ్ళకి నోట్స్లో ఉంటాయి చూడండి ఒకసారి. అయితే సరిపోతుంది. బుక్ కొన్నారా? అంతే సరిపోతుంది. సెకండ్ సెమ్ ఇప్పుడే కంగారు లేదమ్మా, సెకండ్ సెమ్ ఇప్పుడే స్టార్ట్ అయింది కదా. అది ఎప్పుడో తెలియదు, ఎప్పుడు వస్తాయి ఎగ్జామ్స్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తాయి అవన్నీ మనకు తెలియదు, అవన్నీ తర్వాతే.
ఓకే సార్,
హలో ఎవరండి? హలో, మీరు ఫోన్ చేశారండి.
రాంగ్ నంబర్.